Hey, Ingleside family. This week's verse of the week is Psalm 119, verse 89, which says, "Forever, O Lord, your word is settled in heaven." And here we see two distinct attributes of God that in his word, it never changes. And because of that, we can trust this word because God is faithful as well. God is both faithful and his word never changes. He is immutable. And when we think of that word in verse 89, "Forever, Yahweh, your word is settled in heaven," other translations help us get a better sense of what the psalmist is saying here. In the ESV, it says that God's word is firmly fixed. In the Net Bible, that it stands secure. God's word is never going to change. Even Jesus himself said that heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. And you may get frustrated as I do when other people maybe go back on their promises or unintentionally forget certain things that they've said. And sometimes laws change, people change, circumstances may change, and sometimes it can get a little overwhelming. Like, who is going to tell me the truth no matter where it leads? In a postmodern culture where information and even disinformation seems to be a constant reality, we long for clarity and understanding of what's truly going on in our world, and even deeper in our own personal lives. We want to know who we truly are and who God says that we truly are. And if only sometimes we might be with the psalmist and saying, like, if only we could trust that someone is going to give me the truth, and that this truth is going to be constant. It's not going to be subject to the whims of whoever's in governmental power at the time. And that's what the psalmist has come to find that man's word is very hard to trust sometimes, and it's ultimately going to fail us. But God's word is never going to fail. We might not always like what God's word says. Sometimes God's word is going to be like a sharp two-edged sword that pierces us from time to time and has to do surgery to spiritual surgery to get at even our deepest idols. But the more we read it and open ourselves to letting God's words speak into every area of our life, we'll actually learn more and grow more, so that we do treasure God and we do treasure his word that is firmly fixed and settled in heaven.